This first floor. All of my complaints about this dungeon are about the first floor.
See, it already starts off bad right away because the texture on like the Tower of the Gods text that popped up looked really ugly. That was some word 2003 word art stuff right there.
Man, word art's great. Don't badmouth word art. It's great.
So the reason that this floor is a piece of shit is because it got rising and lowering water, and there are puzzles involved in this, but you do not control when the water rises and lowers, so you are at the mercy of the game clock.
Yep.
You just gotta wait.
And yellow choo-choos are always electrified, and they don't drop any jelly. They're rude.
What a waste of resources.
I thought you were gonna say what a waste of a life. I agree there also. But
That also.
Yeah.
But is something that doesn't even have a heart really alive? Like, are jellyfish alive? I don't actually know the answer to that.
I don't know the answer to that either.
they're a living organism, I guess?
Yeah, because I guess trees are also technically alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, biology was not my best subject in high school, okay.
I accidentally did not streamline this dungeon because if you wanted to streamline this dungeon, you would ignore this half of, or this side of the temple entirely at first, and then just come back later.
Yeah.
But it's okay. And no, we have these skull guys now, and the skull guys, they're invincible when they're on fire, so there's a couple different ways to take care of their fire. Right now we only have one, and that is to blow the fire away with the leaf.
Are these this game's version of Pose, or
No.
no? I didn't think so.
They were like similar enemies in I think they're in Majora and Ocarina as well.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what they're
No,
called.
Pose are all about, like, there's one dungeon that's all about Pose in a little bit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm not going to make you wait every time I need the water to lower and rise. Like, I was debating on, should I make them sit through the same thing I had to sit through?
No,
or should
thank
I
you.
be nice and edit? Yeah.
Treat your viewers like you would wish the game would treat you.
Yeah.
That's the LP code of conduct.
Mm-hmm. This guy's all alone.
Yeah, he was like sitting really ominously in this room, like he was about to pull some Minish Cap shit and turn into a big boss.
That's the only dungeon of Minish Cap I've ever finished.
The first one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good game. You should go back and play it.
I should. I know it's a good game, and I keep trying to go back and playing it, but it has the same problems, but not as much as Twilight Princess, where it has a really slow start.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just really hard for me to get into it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
That's okay. I haven't finished Minish Cap either.
God, you guys.
I bought that game when it came out.
So there's one more bombable wall in this room, but it just has a yellow choo-choo behind it. And then when you grab the map, oh no!
Oh no. You came to the wrong neighborhood, boy. Oh, now we're dead. Oh no.
Or are they?
Yeah, no. So I tried to do it, and no!
Oh.
No, stop it! And it's at this point, I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. You guys can live. You don't give good prizes anyway. Whatever.
That's awfully kind of you, Link.
So yeah, some doors are up and some doors are down, and because of this, you are at the mercy of the water, which changes levels, I think, roughly every 10 seconds?
That sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Which, I mean, you wouldn't think that it is either too long or too short. You would think that, 10 seconds sounds about just right, but no, there are puzzles that will definitely take you much longer than 10 seconds, and then there are times where 10 seconds is not enough time for the water to be up or down, and it's just awful.
Yeah, it is both too long and too short of a time, and it's just not fun.
The only thing is, though, I'm like trying to think of a better way to do it, and I can't really because if you make make the time of the water going up and down faster, that probably wouldn't be any good.
I was thinking just have like a switch or a lever in every room that
Maybe.
can control the water at will. But
Yeah, or give the player like a temporary dungeon item that can let, them switch
That
the
too,
tide.
yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole point of this room was to pick up this thing.
That looks real heavy.
It does, and it's amazing that Link can actually lift it above his head.
I do like that when you're carrying like things above your head, when Link turns, he sort of drifts a little.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious Hyrule Drift.
Ask Mario Kart.
Like Link, if you ain't out of control, you ain't in control. Let's go.
Oh, and you have to cruise everywhere on this floor too, because there is absolutely no wind. Even if you try using the swift sail to like force there to be wind, no wind appears, so you still have to cruise. And I think using the swift sail is actually slower than cruising around in the dungeon.
And also, if the swift sail did work properly, it would probably be too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
There is no wind, and yet somehow there is clearly like a visible current in the water when it comes up.
Anyway, this is one of the rooms I was talking about where there is both too little time and too much time between rising and lowering, because holy shit.
Yeah, I know this puzzle.
Yeah. Oh, and I messed up earlier. You didn't see that, so I cut it out, but there's some sticks in a pot that you need to light on fire, which is why that stick right there is down here. And also why those pots that were on the side of the door have mysteriously vanished.
Link smoked it all.
There we go.
This dungeon doesn't even have nice music. Like, that's the worst part.
No.
Yeah,
it's
the
like
music-
this boring...
Yeah, like so far, out of all the music in the game, this is the most uninteresting song so far.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh god, that
Wow.
was super rude.
I got electrocuted at work one time. It sucked. Although it was a very low voltage, I think. I was taking down a display TV at the Target. Oh, here's where I discovered that the Swift Sail is slower than...
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But I was taking down a display TV when I was at work, and I must have touched something wrong, because as I was like unscrewing one of the cables in the back, because it was one of those awful displays where you had to actually screw things in and out.
Yeah.
I must have touched the metal and the outlet at the same time, and I just got a small
Ooh.
voltage.
Wait a minute. A TV where you have to screw things into the back. Kellen, I know you're old, but you're not that old, right? Like, you weren't working when that was normal.
You would be amazed about how far behind the display technology at Target is.
I
That's
wouldn't
so
be.
weird. Like, that's some... Like, the first video game console of all time was the only one that ever did that. That's so weird. That's 70s technology, what the hell?
Yeah. I forget exactly what kind of cable it is, because then I would be able to explain it better, but it was something that you had to screw in, and I just touched it wrong, and...
Yeah, it's the kind that sort of looks like a trident, or like a pitchfork, right?
No, not that kind.
Oh.
It's the circular one with the single pin in the middle.
No, I know
that
one.
kind of screw. Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
We were on different wavelengths on that one.
Oh, okay.
That's still, like, that's not so super old.
Wavelengths radio, not TV,
Well.
I guess. Yeah.
LP killed the radio star.
Yep. Now that we have put this statue in the right place, that guy's mouth closed, so we can finally get out of this fucking first floor. What the hell? That was not 10 seconds!
Nice. And you missed the King of Red Lions. Also, good.
If I had managed to get inside the King of Red Lions, I would have had barely enough time to make it. But as it is...
Oh, man.
Yeah, every time I fade out, just remember, that's 10 seconds I had to wait, doing nothing.
Every time you fade out in the video, it's you fading out in real life.
Yeah. Oh, this is this game's version of BMOS. BMOS are not actually weak against bombs in this version of the game.
Oh,
if you try to bomb them, nothing happens.
They aren't weak to it. Oh, wait, no, yes, they are weak to something, I just remembered.
Yeah, they are weak to something, but we don't have it yet.
Yeah.
It's these statues, actually. Toss them.
Ah!
And they just fall over.
So, yep, luckily this is not a stay on the pressure plate thing for them to keep moving, so you just need to get them all touched at the same time.
Do the pressure plates that you need to stay on in this game look different as well? Or is that...
I don't think so. I think they look the same.
It's just
that
right.
It's just this dungeon has special plates. And there's something weird here. In every dungeon, there is one treasure chest that is not marked on the map and is invisible, and you need to bomb a certain spot in order to access it. And they all have a unique item in it that gets you a special reward that you only care about if you're doing pictographs. It's a Tingle statue.
Yay.
Say what?
Yeah. Every major dungeon has a Tingle statue inside of it.
That was the wrong button.
That was the wrong button? Including dungeons we've already been in, so I'll be sure to go back and get those by the time I'm done in here. Well, after I'm done in here, rather.
It could have at least been something cool, like a Goron statue. Or a big grandma statue or something, by Tingle.
Well, here's the thing. The reward involves Tingle.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's a bad reward. I don't want anything to do with that.
Anyway, this room has 4 doors in it, but you can only go into one. Like, the other ones will unlock as you progress, so it's not really illusion of choice, because, you know, if it was illusion of choice, then they would have just locked off the other 2 doors in different ways behind the doors.
It's like a hub room. That's pretty common in, like, 3D Zelda dungeons.
I guess. These guys are big jerks. Oh wait, no, they do get jelly. They just don't have their own unique jelly. They just randomly drop
They drop
green and
whatever
red.
jelly they feel like.
Then they should be brown choo-choos, really. Or, like, black choo-choos.
No, black choo-choos are later.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's cool.
Oh, yeah, this guy's cool.
Yeah. Basically, I really like this dungeon after you get off the first floor. This dungeon, I think, is not that bad. It's just that first fucking floor is probably my least favorite part of the game. The rest of the dungeon is nice.
This guy's cool because he's a cute little statue friend, but waiting for him all the time is, like, it's agonizing.
Yeah, it is. But then after a point, you can pick him up, so...
Yeah, it's true.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also, I like that Link actually says, come on, to, like, get the guy to follow you. Is that the first time he's, like, ever said words?
I think so. I think so. I don't think he ever said anything in the other 2 3D Zeldas before this one.
I don't think he's said anything since.
No, I think he
Might have
does.
said something since.
I want to say he says help in some game at some point or something.
Are you ready for a song we will only use, like, twice?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, and the cutscene didn't trigger for some reason.
That's weird.
So this is our fourth time song, and we only use this song like 2 or 3 times throughout the game. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Wait, the command melody? Use that a bunch.
Do you? I don't remember ever using this more than, like, one time outside of this dungeon.
There's, like, a whole thing where you gotta use it.
Oh, right!
Yeah.
Shit!
There you go.
Never mind. I take it back.
Even still, then, it's not that...
Yeah, well, you don't use it that much, but it's not, like, as minimal as Kalon made it sound.
Yeah, no. I completely forgot about that thing. Ignore me. I'm giving all sorts of misinformation, first saying that the timer isn't too strict, but then saying that the timer is too strict, and then bleh. I'm the worst help here. Don't be like me.
I mean, it's still better than, like, the, what's it called? The Dominion Rod from Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that thing.
Twilight Princess had a lot of problems with only using, like, the items once or twice.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the Dominion Rod. I don't remember
that's the
it
thing
at all.
you use to push statues around.
You use it, like, twice. Even in the dungeon that you get it in, it is not very important.
It's been a long time since I played Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
It's a good game, but it has some problems.
I will always remember the Dominion Rod just because when I got it, I was like, wow, this is really cool and good, and then you never get to use it.
Nice.
So yeah, we can use the command melody to control the statues. And a nice little touch is that when you're commanding them, they have green lines as opposed to blue. I thought that was cool. Just to show that, hey, you are...
They can't go through doors by themselves. What babies.
They don't exactly have thumbs or moving arms, so,
Well, the doors just open up for Link, right?
Yeah, Link doesn't like use his hands to open the doors.
Listen, you motherfuckers, don't poke holes in my theory.
And even then, they're not like doors that you have to open with like a handle or anything. You just tilt them up from the floor. You don't need thumbs for that.
Anyway, King of Red Lions is saying that the statues will stay in place if you leave the room. Which is handy, because we have to go into this room in order to get the statue onto the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Or other side of the room, because there's a big old pit in the way, and that statue can't swing.
Well, I think Link could throw it.
Uh-oh.
It's a new enemy who looks really intimidating, but he's actually kind of easy, at least compared to former iterations of him, because this is the Dark Nut, or the Iron Knuckle, whichever you want to call it.
It's the Iron Knuckle.
Okay. Oh, and he has Night Belts.
Oh.
He's one of the only other enemies that the model changes when you grab the thing off of them. But they're really easy. All you have to do is counter them, and you'll either cut off their lower armor or upper armor. And even if you cut off their upper armor, you can still cut off their lower armor before they have a chance to react.
Uh-huh.
And I just rudely killed him with his own sword.
Can't do that to him, man.
They can't really do anything after that, so, like, this is way easier than the version in, like, Ocarina of Time, where they were, like, their own mini-bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fought, like, 4 in the game.
Which is a shame, because in Ocarina of Time, like, the Iron Knuckle was one of the few enemies that was actually, like, really fun to fight on their own.
They were really fun to go up against.
Yeah, it wasn't a waiting game, unlike most Ocarina of Time enemies.
Now I'm trying to think if these are Dark Nuts or Iron Knuckles, because I'm sure they're not both.
I'm pretty sure they're Iron Knuckles.
Yeah. I want to say they're not Dark Nuts just because they don't have, like, the circle at the end of their sword.
I'm pretty sure the Nintendo Club lists them as Iron Knuckles.
The Nintendo Club, incidentally, also being the name of the Dark Nuts weapon.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-tsh.
I'm trying to make... Yeah, so bow and arrow works much like the bow and arrow in pretty much any other Zelda game. It's a bow and arrow.
I'm crying over the fact that you're not using gyro controls. It's so much easier.
I'm using tilt controls.
It's so much easier, Kalon.
I don't know. I've never been a fan of gyro controls. Like, I tried playing the Splatoon Global Test Fire with gyro controls, and half the time I ended up using the sticks anyway.
If you're gonna play Splatoon with the gyro controls, you have to turn the sensitivity way up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do try using the bow and arrow with the gyro controls, because really, it's so much easier, I promise.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that next time I record, then I'll switch it to gyro controls.
Just test
for
out
next
before
time.
you record, see if you like
yeah,
it.
that's for the practice run, rather. That's what I meant.
Try before you buy. Buy into it. You reunited the statue with its parents.
Yeah. So we're gonna go get the last statue and finish up the dungeon next time.